Greetings from Monza, Italy for the Week 3 of Season 1 2021 Martin Sports Car Club League. So I'd like to introduce my co-host, Lexi.
Buongiorno.
Hey, very good. She's getting into the spirit of being in Italy.
Buongiorno.
So we got this talk here for a second. How about you talk about what's going on with the track? I'll talk about the track. How about you talk about the weather? All right, so we're doing a full configuration today at Monza, but without the very tight first chicane for this particular mixed class group. And track length is just a little bit under 4 miles, and the track temperature is 98 degrees. And Lexi, how's the weather look?
It's 78 degrees, 55 humidity.
Humidity, yep.
Partly cloudy and 4 miles per hour.
Yep, should make for a great day of racing. So with the standing start today, we're going to get right over to the grid. And in the DP class on the LMP2 Dallara, we have Andrew on pole for the first time, followed by JG Pasternak switching up to the Dallara car and absolutely killing it, just 0.1 second behind Andrew. ZP teammates are Zane Plumey and Junie Thompson, third Junie, fourth Zane on the second row. Aaron Nash is back in the 5th place, Banana Man in 6th, Chris Wells in 7th, and Bradley in 8th place. What you got, Lexi?
How about I try my theory again? On my first race, I guessed everything right.
Yep. All right, well, let's talk about the GTE cars first, and we'll get to the racing, and you can talk about that. Okay. So Justin Hall, once again, on pole again for the Shut Up and Drive It team. Eric, his teammate, on 2nd place, just 0.2 back. Justin Hall, the other one, is the privateer in the 164 car in 3rd. Daniel in 4th. Dean is back in the Lamborghini in 5th. Bjorn is 6th. Matt Jackson moving up and starting to get some speed now in his Audi, as the only Audi in today's race. In 7th, John Tremblay in 8th, Nicholas Vincent in 9th, and newcomer Tom Jensen is in 10th place. So glad to have you, Tom. So great to see you guys here. All right, moving on. So the grid is just about to start. We're going to move into a little bit closer view as the last car starts to come in. So with the standing start, everyone is waiting. Oh, you saw Banana Man take a little bit of jump there just for a second, and we are off with the green light. So some people not quite know those GTE cars got away really well, much better than the DPs as we're moving out to the first one. So a little bit of contact there between Justin and Banana Man. That's crazy. So ZP teammates on 3 and 4, a little bit of blinking there from Andrew as he's going through the lead. JG in 2nd, going around the first turn, which is the Curva Bassamino, was that's what the paperwork says. So into the first contain, really tight. Oh, there goes Junie on the inside, cutting off. Oh no, and then Zane Plumey gets in the back.
Someone's gonna go upside down.
Yep, oh, that is crazy. So, yep, the GT cars are now going through single-handedly. Oh, Zane Plumey trying to get back on track. JG patiently waiting for everyone to go by. And, absolutely crazy going on there. So everyone's still trying to cycle through with that first melee in there. Looks like Zane Plumey just was not ready for the accordioning effect when Junie got in there on cold tires and slowed up JG just a little bit. So, oh, this is absolutely crazy. All right, what you got, Lexi?
The top of one of the cars.
Nope, I don't think so. Or maybe it's just the way it looked that way. All right, so coming up on now the first lap. Oh, somebody was around. Who was that? All right, so getting mixed up here. So there is Matt Jackson trying to stay away from JG, trying to get back to the front of the pack as they come around to the Parabolica corner. Oh, with the GT3 cars side by side coming through there. Number 19, so Dean. And oh, Zane Plumey split in the middle of those guys. They're trying to get through. He wants to get back up to the pack as well. It doesn't look like he has a lot of damage. Maybe he can keep running. All right, so let's get on to the race and let's see how we do. All right, Daniel Curio, there he is. And the number 11 car with the Shut Up and Drive It paint scheme in the BMW. Oh, JG, had to brake there really hard with those two cars battling for position as they're coming into the first chicane through there, so he rolls in quite nice. Dean at this point kind of commanding what's going on with the GTE class, but I know he's got to catch up to some of the Halls that are right through there. So Justin Hall was moving up over on Daniel Curio. So Justin Hall, which, like I said, the better Hall, there he goes, both Justin Halls at the same time, so you can kind of tell the difference between each of those that are, one is driving a BMW and the other one is driving a Lamborghini. All right, still close between teammates here, first and second between these guys. Going through the Ascari as they go onto the last part of the straight before the Parabolica. There's some drafting going on. There goes JG, so you can get a double draft out of this, maybe pull out and catch the inside. And he is moving up now past 2 places. So he is back into 8th place on the coattails of Zane Plumley there. So he's trying to keep up with everyone else. All right, so Banana Man puts in a 135. Chris Wells a 134 flat. So he is moving up on Banana Man. Zane Plumley a 132. He is moving up, so not a lot of damage there. So the GTE 3 cars are running in a 141s and a 138 for JG as he's catching up to the rest of the field. All right, so what you think so far, Lexi? No, they can't see a thumbs up. You have to talk about what you think of it so far.
I love it.
She does love it. All right, so here are the battling Lamborghinis as they're coming around through the fastest part of the straight. Oh, it's 170, 180 miles an hour for some of these cars through there, which is absolutely crazy. But again, you don't need a whole bunch of downforce. It looks like there was Matt Jackson trying to get a run on Bjorn Strange going through there. So these guys, looks like he has taken the lead right now over Justin Hall as these two swap places. Don't know if they're working together, maybe to use some drafts. But there is JG again trying to get, oh, there they are, under the bridge into Ascari, and he should be able to clear them nicely, which is good. Not a problem there. All right, let's check in with our leader, Andrew, way out front, with Junie Thompson really close on his tail by 2 seconds. So definitely a huge sense of speed. It is flat out right through there, and a lot of the aero that you want to keep will keep your car, stuck to the ground. Not a lot of lift through there as you go into a full braking zone all the way down from 6th to 1st gear going through this section right now. What do you got, Lexi?
How could I go down the leaderboard?
You can go down the leaderboard because it is kind of mixed up right now after that first lap crash. Go ahead.
And Dooney, Aaron, Bradley, Chris, Zane, JG. Okay, that's sort of cool. JG, Justin Hall, Eric, Justin Hall, Dean, Daniel, Bjorn, Big Guy, Tom, Banana Man, and Nicholas.
All right, nice job. All right, so yes, Banana Man showing down to the bottom board. I guess he had some damage from an off track and went ahead and got into the pits to get that fixed on his car so he can go back and run normal speeds. So Junie's probably up there. So from I think it was like 3rd place on the grid up to 2nd after the move on JG in the first one, and Aaron Nash moves up as well. So Bradley, who was the last qualifier in the Delara class, actually moves up to 4th place, so great for him. Chris Wells did a little work on his setup and his rig this past week and was able to find a couple seconds per lap. So it looks like that he has helped out. Oh, somebody, looks like Aaron Nash took a spin right through there, and he hopefully will not drop a position, but he did. Yep, Bradley moved up to 3rd place and Aaron into 4th.
We're missing someone. Didn't you?
Missing a couple people. Yep, Jesse's not here.
Yeah, and that is actually sort of a bad thing and a good thing. The good part is that we get to see a surprise of who is going to win, because usually Jesse is always winning, getting all the money and trophies.
Well, only one trophy in this series, and that's the what used to be called the Lexi Livery Award, which we're still building. That's why you haven't seen the picture yet, guys. But thanks for your patience. But this year, it has been named the Lexi Car Dress Up Award. So JG Pasternak said that we got to use that, and so I think it's a good thing. So, all right, Andrew crosses the line with a 129 flat. Junie Thompson, half a second back at 125.8. Bradley, 0.3 after that as well. So first, second, third, and fourth are kind of keeping in time, so I don't think there's going to be a lot, but look at the drafting by Aaron Nash going through there. Looks like he might make a move, but this is not the right place to do it here. You know, at the first curve through there, the Passamino, if I got that right again, I'm not sure. All right, into the hard braking zone. And this is, you know, with these curbs that are here, you can't ride curbs too hard with a lot of these DP cars. And Aaron looks like he might have trouble with his car. He was shaking his wheel a little bit, probably trying to check out something or something like that. All right, so Bradley looks like he's gapping just a little bit on that. We're going to go check in with Justin Hall, see how his race is going. His co-pilot there, I don't know the name of his dog, but
His name is.
yeah, I don't think it's Piper.
Wait, isn't that Oh, that's Justin. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was the new guy.
No, Matt doesn't have his picture up yet. We're working on getting all the pictures for the banners and everything else down there, so we need a much better broadcast going through. All right, so JG moving up again from 13th and making his way through the pack. I think he did go for a pit stop real quick through there and tried to get some damage fixed on his car. No thanks to Zane Plumley, unfortunately.
There's a worm on your screen. Do you see that tiny thing?
No, I don't see it. That's part of the picture.
Really?
Yes, it's not a worm.
What is it? But it looks like it's moving.
All right, moving on. So one of the biggest movers right here is Zane Plumley getting back up through the field. He's less than a second off of Chris Wells, who's doing much better this particular week. So maybe he's come to terms with the car, put in some extra practice time. So let's see. I want you to go ahead and pick a name from one of the blue banners.
Blue. Oh, what are you? I picked that from the blues.
No, from these little banners here. Pick one. Just pick a name. We're gonna ride along with them.
Okay. But first of all, I want to say that I think Andrew's going to be the number one.
You never know. You got to watch the race.
Of course. And I think we should go with you.
Me? I don't know if you want to go with me.
Yes.
I
wanna
just
go
went
with
off track. But we're gonna take a lap around here and let's see what you can see inside the driver's cockpit. All right, coming up to Ascari, winding it out. You want to get a great exit right through here as you're going onto one of the back straights before you get into the Parabolica, which is a very unique corner because it closes up, widens out, takes a lot of patience as you go through the gears right through here. You want to stay tight. It's also very slippery as well, and if you take the corner too late or too early, you'll find yourself in the green stuff right out through the back. So banging through the gears. Oh, I'm coming in for a pit stop. All right, so we should have watched somebody else at that one.
Oh, but I like staying.
Yep. All right, so we'll go ahead and get somebody else there. All right, so there's Eric, who is in second place, and he looks like he is a couple seconds back from Justin Hall in the lead. So it looks like Justin may be checking out at this point. So there's Bradley. And he's wearing that #1 plate because he was last year's Season 3 champion for the online league. So he's going to hold on to that plate and see what happens to the end of the season. Oh, there goes Aaron right off again, taking a little bit of shortcut, but back on track. Hope he didn't get a penalty for that as well. So Zane Plumley is leaving pit exit, and Banana Man rolls through with a 130 and passes Zane Plumley while Zane Plumley came out of the pits. Yes, Lex.
But I want to let everyone know that I have already chosen
The winner for your car dress up award?
Car dress.
Oh, okay. All right, so moving on. Looks like let's find JG. All right, these guys are going at it a little bit here. So I think JG wanted to get some revenge for Zane Plumlee taking him out in the early ones, and definitely got past him. Looks like one of the closer races that we have going on right now. Junie is falling back a little bit from Bradley, who moved into second place. Andrew's still out front by at least about 3 seconds. Going there. All right, so Zane's trying to take a draft, takes a little peek to the inside, decides not to go in there and just follow JG through. And I know there's definitely some traffic coming up. You can see up ahead in the screen. Because it's the way they are on the way of the track. So the red means that they are a lap ahead, and the blue is they're a lap behind, and everyone in white is on the same lap. Yes. I mean, they're lap traffic. Yep, they're a lap behind. He's not up 6 laps. He's up 6 places where he started. Yep, so he started in 8th place, and he moved up 6 places to 2nd place. Yep, so Bradley is definitely our biggest mover this week. Don't know if we need a biggest mover award or not. I did. I fell 4 places. I went from 4th to 8th. I'm trying to work on JG right here and see what I can do. Maybe grab some of this draft. So I did go into the pits and get some repairs. So I have a full aero package back to normal. Before that, I had some wing damage and some front end aero damage and was having issues. Oh, you can see Banana Man up there as well. And wow, so we got some lap traffic here. Look at Nicholas Vincent. Oh, look at Zane Plumlee on the outside through the grass. Decides to go in the grass to make the pass on JG. That was crazy. Don't ask me why I did that, but you know what happens. And so they're going to go 2 wide through Parabolica. And JG actually had a much better line through there. So Zane's going to let him go. See if he can make another attempt at trying to get past JG on that one. So, wow, absolutely crazy. Monza is not disappointing right now. So with Zane and JG running almost identical lap times down to the 10th, these guys are definitely going at it tooth and nail. All right, Aaron Nash and Junie are going. So Junie fell back 1 position as well. Oh, Zane goes wide through the first quarter. 3 people. So the leaders are pitting. So this particular race, these cars are very thirsty with the fuel maps that we had for them. We had to make 2 pit stops for the Delaras in this particular 25-lap race. So the leaders who did not have any issues are in pit lane right now, and Junie also in pit lane, so they're getting some fuel. And I don't think they'll be taking, anyone's going to take tires this week. So the reason why JG and Zane are back out there is because they did an earlier pit. Instead of taking the splash and go at the end of the race, they decided to short pit on their first one, and hopefully that their second pit that they have to do will be able to get them a full tank and get them through the race to try to get a little bit better strategy instead of staying 7th and 8th. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll keep tabs on that. Oh, Zane Plumlee, whoa, what was losing it? Oh, he loves that grass. He's trying to take after Banana Man, trying to mow some grass.
2,000 points.
2,000 points? Who's that for? Everybody? Everybody? So everyone gets 2,000, or we have to share 2,000?
Everybody gets 2,000.
All right, good deal. All right, Banana Man, JG, and Zane, 5th, 6th, and 7th, all putting in 129s, which is pretty fast, especially for this part of the race. So the tires are definitely nice and warm right now. Let's see if we can grab some other ones. So Dean Dibdall's got some pressure on put on Justin Hall right now in class for podium. So he's going to try to put, he wants to get that 3rd place through there. Chris Wells coming out of the exit of the pit lane. He moves back in the 8th place in the Delara class.
Everyone is still in 1st place, but in pit lane.
Yep, and the GT3 cars really do well in the draft. So with a lot of the straights that are out here, so it's always good when you can make up some time on your opponent and try to pass people. Kind of like the aero package in NASCAR, you know, how they made it to where if you're catching some of these drafts, it actually is better for the person behind. So these GT3 cars are actually not much different as far as that. So he does make up a considerable amount. Aaron Nash into the pits right now, so he drops out of maybe the lead and gets into 4th place. So he is wow, that was a quick pit stop for Aaron. So he is back out, and Banana Man and pit back. So top 4 out in front, they stayed out of trouble during that first wreck, which is good. So the rest of them are going through. So this is probably one of the best races we have going on at the moment right now. Inside of the new Lamborghini Huracan GT3. So to take a little bit more patience with these cars, a little bit more brakes, they don't have quite the downforce of the Velarde. Oh, there's Dean taking a page out of Zane Plumlee's textbook for how to mow the grass out of a Ascari. Let's see if that works out for him. He's done a great job keeping it together there. So Dean coming up with a win in another league series that he races with on iRacing. So he's definitely putting in the seat time, definitely showing improvement and taking it to a lot of these guys. Oh, there goes Bradley. Bradley up in the first place as Andrew. What happened to Andrew? Did he go off? Don't know if it went off, but Andrew fell down a couple places right through there. So hopefully he is doing okay. Maybe it looks like he's struggling just a little bit through that corner. Maybe he's got to get ready to go into a pit.
I think that he's slowing down.
Yep, there it was. That's why. So we called it. Yep, definitely going into the pits. Yep, nice job. High five. Yep, okay.
Also, people. Oh, we got our lights on. Okay.
Yep.
Way. So, try to slow down a little bit, even if you want to win.
Oh, Junie goes around in the first corner. We're sorry to cut you off there. So he goes around. That corner's been biting everybody. Like I said about the curbs, they are definitely dangerous. Does not lose a place though. He is in 2nd place, but he did give up a lot of time to Aaron Nash in 3rd, who is now trying to close the gap right around some slower traffic. So, Zane and JG are back at it again. There they are with Banana Man with this 3-way battle.
Of the turns, I was saying you probably want to slow down a little bit, a lot on the turns, so that you can be careful and make them right. That will actually give you a boost to win, so you don't go.
Yep. Oh, Zane Plumlee squeezes in through a scarred corner as they had some traffic backed up there. They had to split Matt Jackson right on either side and squeeze through and try to see who they can come through, and it made us slowed JG down just a little bit. Zane Plumlee sucking in much of the draft of the GT3 cars he can, works around it, and now has his sights set on Banana Man. So he's starting to close up the gap. JG close behind, definitely giving pressure to Zane Plumlee as all 3 of these guys are running about identical lap times. And we'll see. Oh, and there goes Banana Man into the pits. So that leaves these 2 out now to fight it out. So Zane Plumlee up into 4th, where he started from. So that these guys, their strategy is working off. JG goes by on the draft. Unbelievable as he goes into the first corner. There he is. Zane Plumlee tucks behind, nice and smart, doesn't want to make another issue. And I'm sure that he does not want to hit JG in the back again. Of course, JG is probably thinking, oh no, here we go again. I hope he doesn't hit me. But did not, having to give him some space this time. Nice and smooth through there. Coming out, JG, much better launch. Must have a different setting for traction control on his. He's definitely much better in the corner. Yep. So, wow. So this is the, so if you look at the timing and scoring, when you see the numbers that are in the yellow, Andrew in pit lane again. I think he had a little problem with his car. Moves back to 8th place. Chris Wells now goes past Banana Man as well. Banana was coming out of the pit. So Zane Plumlee moving in at a 4.5 seconds, so half a second back as they're going through Ascari here for another time where they started their battle. Let's see if Zane Plumlee is going to go way wide, almost, not quite, and gets a much better drive coming out of the corner there and takes it to the inside of to the line. Don't know if JG is going to pit or not. It looks like he might have had a pit move and had another car. JG was trying to suck the draft of that other GT3 car going through there to see if he can get a little bit of help with Zane Plumlee on his tail. So as they go through, JG is definitely ducking into the pits.
So many people I hit.
I know it. There goes Chris Wells. Didn't talk about him a lot today or show his car, but there he is running the MSCC livery, and he is very, very happy with the changes to his setup so he can get down to the lap times with the other guys and fight with everyone. So he's doing well. Up into 6th place right now. He's got Banana Man all over him as well. So gotta love these cars. They're so much fun to drive. So raw, so loud. Just gotta love them. It's just so much fun. If you haven't tried the LMP2, wonderful car, and also all the GT3 cars as well. Probably some of the 2 best cars, and that's why we got them in a class this particular year. All right, what you got, Lexi? Yeah, I just said Lexi, so you point to yourself. That means, hey, what you got?
Bradley got 7.
Yep, he went from, so the leader, Bradley, started out in 8th place. Oh, Chris Wells goes around. What happened? Oh, he definitely has some damage on that car. Man, they must have been doing about 130, 40, 50 miles an hour through there. Oh.
Is his thing crashed?
Yep, his car is crashed just a little bit. Yep. Don't know if he got together with Banana Man or not. I'll have to figure out how the replay works on this. This is actually the second time we're recording it. Figured out how to do a replay, hit a wrong button, and then it froze, so we had to start over. So take 2, and here we are. All right, so it looks like Chris might be going back down to the pits. So check on Aaron Nash, who is giving chase to Junie Thompson. I know we're on lap 16, so we're definitely past the halfway point. So somewhere, someone's going to be taking on another pit stop here for the Delaras. So JG and Zane will definitely have to hit up another pit stop here. There goes Matt Jackson in pit lane for his one and only stop in the GT3. Haven't said much about Bjorn. Let's go, where's he at? He is 5th in class. There he is. Hey Bjorn, hadn't seen you in a while. Sorry I hadn't talked about you much, but you were just cruising right along. I'm sure you got caught up in that melee that was there in the first lap. But he's just kind of out himself, just throwing some laps down. Tom Jensen, who is now the new guy, first time with us, so glad he's with us as well, is now in the pit getting his one and only pit stop. John Tremblay goes by, and John actually makes up 2 places while the 2 guys were in the pits. So Nicholas had a little bit of issue on, so he is 1 lap down. So there's all the leaders now. Look at that. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Justin, Eric, another Justin and Dean, all in pit lane as they go through. And Ton also went in pit. So almost the whole GT field actually is in the pit. So let's see who's going to move up if there's on an off strategy. See if they can try to do an undercut and go through there. Not an undercut, because that's what cows do, when they are mowing the grass.
Cows eat the grass. They don't mow it.
Yes, they absolutely do.
And why did you say that?
Yeah, it just came out that way. All right, so here we go with Bradley in 1st place. Junie's still holding on to 2nd. And there is JG and look like Andrew are back there. And they're also coming up on Chris Wells. A lot of DPs, like 5 DPs all on the back straight. That's great. All right, there's Aaron putting the pressure onto Junie. Oh, Aaron, a little bit quicker, just 0.2 on that lap.
Take 2.
Take 2, 0.2. Take 1 finger, the other finger, and you point. That's 0.2.
Okay. Take 1 finger and the other finger. Take 2.
Hey, how's your Italian?
Italian?
Yeah, how's your Italian? Is it good? Italian,
I think I did.
Oh no, Junie goes off again and just barely hits. Aaron barely gets in the back of him, so the 2nd time that's been Junie going through there, and JD Pasternak just goes by Chris Wells and Andrew. So he's making up 2 spots right through there. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, Zane Plumlee's back in the pit, so he's in for his second pit stop for the day. So Eric and Justin Hall, what's going on over there? Ooh, Eric's got some pressure. He's got all over him. That DP and Banana Man wants to go by. Oh, they almost come together, which is good. I'm glad that they do. All right, so back to your Italian. How's your Italian?
Good.
Sort of good?
Maybe I know Barcelona. And how do you say?
Do you know Valentino Rossi? You don't know what that means? That's the name of probably the most famous motorcycle racer of all time.
Wait, now we're talking about motorcycles?
Yeah. So, yes, probably the most famous GP racer, and he is, so every time he does a press conference, he's like, and he talks like this, you know, because he's very Italiano, and he talks about the cars and the motorcycle bikes, and they go so fast. That's about as good as my Italian gets. Well, except for the bad words, which I can't really say that my mom used to tell me when I did bad stuff.
So, is it still the morning and the lights are off?
Well, they're just flashing them because they want to go by.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know to everyone. So how do I speak like that? No, they're so bad. They so great. Did I do that?
Yep, now eat your pizza, have some vino.
Okay.
All right, inside the Huracan of Justin Hall, giving chase to Eric. So these are the second and third spots for the podium. JG just moved up again, right past Andrew. Oh, Zane Plumlee passes for third place. Junie went into the pits. Zane moving up to third place. This is crazy. Teammates right back where they started before. And oh, there he goes. There's his spin. Always good for one. He just gifted Junie, his teammate, the third place on the podium. So that always happens no matter what. Well, we'll come back to that. So now Banana Man is now giving chase to Zane after that spin. So we'll keep an eye on that one. So see Zane. Oh, and he goes off wide. And that's probably going to give the spot back to Banana Man. But he very probably safely backed off just a little bit to make sure that he does not have any contact.
When do I get to race with the other dudes and see how fast I am? 88 is my number.
I would say we could probably set up a session. I know the Shut Up and Drive It guys, they do want to drive with you, I think at Lime Rock in one of the Legends cars. So they heard you are pretty fast, so they're gonna give you a shakedown.
Cool. See you at the finish line, dude.
All right, there goes Matt Jackson after putting in his fastest lap of the race. So still going strong. Keeping a clean car this week, which is great for him. I know that he is definitely putting in the seat time. Only his third week on iRacing, and he hasn't ever done autocross or track day or raced a car on a track. So his undercar is really street, but really doing well. St. Plumlee Motorsports is glad to sponsor him as well, and looking to see great things out of him. He has given chase to this car, which probably one of the prettiest cars I think in this Monza race is John Tremblay, and he's also the same, same as Matt is. These guys are definitely catching speed, finding more speed, more corner speed, more guts on the brakes each week as well. These two have had some pretty good battles going through there as well. And one more other person I want to talk about. There you go. There's Daniel. Usually in an Audi, but decided to stick with the BMW that with the livery also that he is racing for the 24 Hours of Daytona coming up this weekend. So if you guys are interested, I know the Shut Up and Drive It team, the Zane Plumlee Motorsports team, and the Icon Sim Sports team are all fielding cars in this weekend's 24 Hours of iRacing Daytona. So please check our Facebook and YouTube pages for some of our streams. Glad to have you guys check in with us and and maybe some of us have some chat while some are driving and some are doing some crew chief. All right, Banana Man puts in the fastest lap of the race, a 1:28.9. I don't think anyone's hit a 1:28 before. And that's also, I think, a first for Banana Man, which is bad news for Zane, because he did not put down the lap quite fast. Wow, that's, Michael, you should be really proud of yourself being able to put that lap down. That was incredible. Still on the back of Zane. Justin Hall with a 1:39.3. Chris Wells going in again for another, and hopefully his last pit stop with only 4 laps left to go. And these guys are still battling at it. Oh, Michael got a much better drive coming out of that corner. All right, we're gonna take a quick break of this one here and go check in with these guys. Eric all over the back of Justin Hall. He definitely wants to get up there. He's on the podium, but he would love to share that podium in the next step with the other Justin Hall from the Shut Up and Drive It team. So they'll be working pretty hard. Maybe Eric should maybe put down that beer while he's driving, you know, because, you know, you never drink and drive. You know why, Lexi?
Because if you drive and drink, you will, 1, go off the road, 2, you could spill your drink all over your
That's the one I was looking for.
And 3, you could spill your drink and then you're like, oh man, I just wanted to drink my beer.
That's right.
Like Eric there.
Yes.
At some kind of shop drinking a large thing of drink.
Yep. So
Beer.
hopefully he remembers what that beer was, and maybe you can chime in and tell us what it was. So, yeah, I bet some of you know that's probably one of the good things about iRacing. So, real quick, as we get through here, so when we first started this league, oh, Andrew locking up upon exit. Oh man, and there is John Tremblay giving Zane Plumley a hard time as he goes through. So now the leaders are pitting again for the second time. So back to my story. Beginning of the league when we first started this, and we just were doing it for fun because of COVID had shut down real world racing. We'd have probably about 12 guys there, and I don't think there was one driver who did not have some sort of alcoholic drink in their hand when they signed on to start racing. And the first practice session was really about who was drinking what and then what they should try next week. So it was interesting, and everyone was in the chat making jokes and making fun of each other. And now, because the league has grown so much and has not just popularity, but also in the production and the racing has gotten a lot much better as well, and a lot more people, that the chat now is really silent, which is funny. That these guys are taking it really serious, but we wouldn't have it any other way. We all do this because we love it. We don't make any money doing this. Well, some of us do, some of us don't, but we do that just for the love of racing, because we'll just want to race anything we can. So here's Eric just all over the back of Justin and tried to poke his nose in just a little bit there on the inside, and decided to not make an issue out of it, because we definitely don't want to wreck. But this is going to be interesting with Chris Wells coming in. He's going to stay behind. Oh boy, on those brakes. He does want to get by, takes the outside line, which does get a little slipperier, and then thinks about the inside line as these guys were swinging all the way out. Chris is a well-seasoned driver. I doubt that he's trying to stay really offline to stay away from these guys, let them have their battle through there. So 140.9 for Justin Hall and 140.7. So Eric made up just a little bit there, and he is right on the tail. Breaks out of the drafts. Here we go down to the braking zone. Who's it going to be? Oh my goodness, it's still trying to figure its way out. Eric and I were practicing that move earlier, so hopefully that worked out for him, and maybe we need to practice it some more. So, all right, Junie Thompson coming through. So we are getting close to our white flag lap. There's Daniel Curio.
Shut up and drive it. Oh, they have the same car.
Yep, same car, same colors. Isn't that a cool car?
I need to change my winner. Wait, what was the car? Where is it?
All right, let's go back to Eric. This is probably the best racing on track right now.
Who was that guy?
Which guy?
The guy that was like, I need to change.
Oh. I don't know, but Bradley is definitely out front and in command once again. Man, I hate to break where that is. So he's actually right behind them on coming up on his penultimate lap. So he has one more lap. He'll be taking that white flag this time around. He does not want to mess up his teammates Eric's race. And of course, it would not be legal either if he was actually to get behind that car and start pushing.
So, what have you been doing?
Me? I've been doing a little racing. How about yourself?
I've been thinking about my winner. So many choices.
You have so many choices?
Yeah, well, I think I found one, and you'll never guess what it is.
And there's Tom's car. I don't think I actually came in and showed you Tom's car. So that's his BMW M4 GT3. And he's got Matt Jackson all over the back of him.
Whoa, everyone has gone up. Not everyone. JG has gone down 3 spaces, so I'm guessing he was in 2nd place. Aaron is catching up to his 1st place. Oh my goodness, it's white flag. I did not know this. And I promise, guys, I will not yell. It's just I get so excited, I can't help myself.
Yeah, any broken eardrums from last week's Lexi's excitement, I apologize, but we hope to contain that. All right, so there's Matt Jackson just squeaking by Tom Jensen there. And then Tom looks like he's coming back on the inside as they go through, coming up to the 1st corner.
Check a flag.
Oh, did I miss it? Oh, well. All right, well, there's Bradley coming through with the win, who probably just coasted through, and Aaron Nash in 2nd place. So congratulations to Bradley. Here's Junie coming through the Parabolica. So started 3rd and ended 3rd. Good for him, coming through with the proper style of shaking the car and flashing the lights. Here comes up, there's Plummy crossing the line. So 4th place is exactly where he started, and from 4th to last, the 4th, using pit strategy, and JG Pastorak. Here's coming through, so he's got to go the backstretch and through Parabolica.
So, are we gonna have a donut party?
Might have a donut party.
Yeah, I think we are, but where's the donut party gonna be held?
I don't know, but this is still, these guys are racing for position still. Eric just fell back a little bit, just under a second. He only has 2 more sets of corners to see if he can go through. There's Bjorn that goes through in 14th place. You hear crashing already?
Yeah, I think the donut party has begun.
It has, but the racing is still going on.
Of course. We still have about two more people, and that's the person we're looking at.
Yep.
The people that we're looking at right now, and they're heading to the finish line. One more person, and happy race, everyone! Okay, who wants to know my winner of the Lexi Dress Up Award?
Who is your
The car
winner?
Dress Up Award. You might be asking which one, but
I'm asking which one.
No, which one? You'll understand when I say it. The
That
winner is
Not that one?
keep that car painting. I have another one in mind. Justin Hall.
Justin Hall. So
Yeah, so now you're gonna guess which one. Go to both Justin Halls and then I'll recognize it.
that Justin Hall
That one?
or that Justin?
Yes!
Okay. All right, congratulations, Justin. I know, actually, Justin designs all the Shut Up and Drive It cars, liveries. So congratulations to him. Job well done. So won the race and won the award. So you got a double whammy this weekend. All right, so just to recap everything. So Bradley from last in class to first, Amazing job. Chris has missed a little bit of nose there. Aaron Nash in second, Junie Thompson in third. There's your podium for the DP class. And in the GT3 class, Justin Hall with another win, followed by Justin Hall again for second place, and a close third for that last spot on the podium, Eric. So congratulations, you guys, and I want to thank you, everyone, for tuning into our broadcast. And next week, I believe we are at Daytona because of the actual Daytona 24-hour race that is happening not this weekend on iRacing, but the one after that as well. So it's going to be a Daytona week for a bunch of iRacing guys. And thank you very much again, and hope to see you next week. And what do you got to say, Lexi?
Ciao.
All right. Thank you, guys.